Thought about it yesterday in the evening time, and maybe it's been said before, and maybe it's been provided as an answer before by someone else, maybe an authority in your life, in ministry, in family, friendship, civic organization, leadership, accountability, mentorship, counseling, coaching, therapy. Quite possibly, when they're trying to confuse you, make you doubt, make you fear about what you're doing, like downplaying what you're doing, and more so on the phone with somebody talking about how bad a person you are or what you should be doing. Or even if that same person may be directly doing the yeah buts or pulling the card of they looking at it, they looking at it. And I have sweet friends from back in college, male and female, sweet female friends that tell you, say, hey, you don't have to be listening to the person that's talking about they. And I have honorable, kind male friends that pretty much like, man, that's bad company because men who are accountable men, hardworking men, we know how hard each other work. And you just shouldn't play with people like that. It's not about what you're gonna do. You hit a certain point in your maturity that it's not physical, it's not violence. And it's like often the person that keep up so much mess scared you gonna throw a blow. But you don't have time to throw a blow because you got a lot to look forward to. You kept your nose clean this long. You kept yourself clean this long. You matriculated and graduated. You put in sweat equity in so many ways. You don't have time. Like people say, you can't stop for every barking dog. And I was just thinking about it because it's like as I'm growing, the more things I have to do, the more I have to look over it. There's this verse that I was given in college through through Pastor Orlando R. Burt, who is in submission to Bishop Keith A. Butler, Word of Faith, Hattiesburg, and Word of Faith International Christian Center. All right, it's along the lines of it's a Proverbs 19:11, I think, and the verse goes like this: "The discretion of a man deferreth his anger, and it is his glory to pass over it." So many a man can give you natural advice. You guys use that's one of the dream trucks as it is. This year 24 presented me new options. And pickup trucks, man. I was interested in the dually. That's one of them F-250s, the F-350. He hollering. He was going this way in the mall parking lot. He went that way, hit the intersection, going this way on State Road 60, Vero Beach Avenue, 20th Street. So the verse goes, the discretion of a man deferreth his anger, and it is his glory to pass over it. So you could hear something or be treated in certain ways or be left out of certain things, and yeah, you feel it. You didn't like what you heard. You didn't like how you're being treated. You don't like how that made you feel. But it's like what life coach, relationship coach Tony Gasson says. You're going to sidestep the power struggle. You got somewhere to be tomorrow. You know you got somewhere to be in your destiny, in your future. So it's not about having a shout match with somebody because that actually feeds what they like, what they're into. Sometimes you got to put your foot down. But a lot of times what you think you're clearing up, unless there was a real mediator there, because a person really is trying to attack who they perceive weak. You're perceived weak, to have less than, to seem like, I'm worried you ain't gonna make it. It's a deficiency. It's a deficiency in the person that's talking about you on the phone, talking about you to somebody. Now, what's so bad about it that people believe it? People like to hear about who's so awful. It's crazy. So it's just a thought. Maybe the person that's doing that bad, maybe it's they're deflecting. There's something in them. So I got pin to tail on you. Pin to tail on the donkey.